Alright everybody, welcome to another episode of Selling Cars at Garanian Corp Garage, and today we have something truly special. In fact, this is so special that die-hard Subaru guys are gonna kill for this. This automobile is called Subaru Sambar, and we are going to go through some specs of this car. Let's start with the fact that it's 1984, which will make it 32 years old, and it is an absolutely stunning condition. The car has barely any imperfections and paint is amazing. Seems to be original, everything seems to be original. The condition of the rims, condition of the trim, the condition of the interior is amazing. And the reason it is so amazing is because this automobile has 14 and change, a little bit about 14 and a half original thousand miles, and that is a verified provable mileage, and we have documentation to show you the mileage. And first we're going to go ahead and do a walk around of this car, and after that we're going to go ahead and concentrate on some details, and then we're going to do the video of the interior as well as perform the regular driving procedures. So first we would like to show you that the roof of this automobile is nice and clean, and as you can see there are no dents on it and everything, anything like that, and it's not faded. Everything seems to be very nice. Also, we're going to show you that the trim of the back looks very good. The condition of the badges and the condition of the stickers and the condition of that stainless bezel and the bumper itself, the paint on it, and the condition of the stickers, you know, everything is very nice. And the stainless steel trim, stainless steel wipers, and the trim around the windshield, everything seems to be in very good shape. Now we're going to continue the walk around, and let's go ahead and show you the wheel. So the wheels, they're extremely nice. They have this beautiful machine finish, and everything is just extremely nice, very nice, and overall the rim is perfect, so as the rest of the truck. Now we're going to go ahead and continue the walk forward, and let's just show you the gloss, how nicely and glossy the paint is, and it is just very nice. There are no dings on the paint, no dings on the car, and again only very slight minor imperfections that for a 32-year-old car I wouldn't even call them an imperfections. I wouldn't even call them the wear and tear. Another interesting thing that I found, that it has this pretty awesome looking mirrors, and the condition of the chrome is very nice. Has a little buggy right there, but overall condition of the chrome of the mirror is extremely nice, and the stainless windshield wipers, and they are stainless, they look very good. And the interesting part, it has this massive mirror right here that sticks out, you know, like on a semi truck trailer or a big van, and this is just looks pretty cool. It's nice and chrome, and it has this mirror right here to show you it's like an, you know, ancient Parktronic system to show you the front, that it wouldn't, you know, you wouldn't hit the wall or anything like that. Another thing, it has this really nice IPR lights, and they are factory lights. An interesting thing, they're wired straight to the factory switch. Overall the paint and the condition of the badges, and just the condition of the trim of the car is extremely nice. It barely has any stone damage to it. I mean, there's a couple of chips to the whole car, a few chips, but nothing more than that. One thing I would like to show is that previous owner did a little bit of configuration here, because he added this pretty awesome looking scoop. And what the guy did, he grabbed the original antenna, and instead of routing it through here, he kind of routed it through this place right there, and the whole thing's taped in. You know, it works, you can pull it out. But at the end of the day, the way this is done right here, this is going to be entirely for the new owner to decide what to do with this, you know, homemade device right here. That would be the only major imperfection when it comes to the outside. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a quick walk around, and we're going to show you a slight imperfections that this automobile has. There's a very minor ding right there. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that or not. There is something very minor, and maybe a little scratchy right there. And overall, everything looks very good. The bottom of the car looks extremely nice, as you will be able to see in the pictures. And it has a couple of very minor scratches, but something like this, you know, is unavoidable on a vehicle that is 32 years old. You'll be able to see a tiny little scratch right there and a little scuff right there, but they are so tiny. When the sun is out, this vehicle shines so bright that you do not see absolutely anything but a bright shine. So that would be on this side. And again, we're going to show you the rims, and it rides on Bridgestone tires, and they are 100 to 90% thread. Again, so no crappy Chinese tires here. When it comes to the back, again, I do not see any imperfections on the back, and the stickers are extremely nice. And there is one little tiny scratch right there. So and that would be it, pretty much. That would be it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open up the car, and we're going to show you what's going on inside. And inside it is in absolutely miraculous condition, you know. It's not clean, it's miraculous. So what's going on inside is that the vehicle is extremely clean, with factory stickers, factory zinc plating, perfect dash, no wear on the steering wheel, incredibly bright seats. An interesting thing, they have this plush feel to it, so they're not cloth and they're not velour either. So maybe there is some kind of sort of a velour, but overall the condition of the car is just outstanding. It really is outstanding. The roof liner seems to be that it just been installed from the factory installation right there. And as you will notice, let's just show something here. You know, this is just perfect clean, as well as you will be able to see, and the zinc plating on it, and the inner side is, everything is just clean. One thing I would like to notice, the previous owner, you know, was playing with it a little bit, and he added this kind of a tape behind it. It's not even, I wouldn't call this a tape, I would call this extra, you know, to thicken out the rubber, I guess. But you know, it's up for you to decide to remove it or to add some more or to replace it. But overall, the feel of the rubber is extremely nice and soft, so it feels new. You know, the rubber feels new. It's very nice and rubbery, so I have absolutely no idea why he added something like that. But you know, this is just a part of the deal, and this is something extremely minor, especially when you're buying a 32-year-old car that is in museum condition. And again, everything seems to be brand new. Everything seems to be brand new, and the carpet is brand new, and we're going to show you the carpet underneath. It's just perfect. Everything is perfect. And the shifts, oh my god, man, those shifts, and typical Japanese tradition, everything is perfect. And it has this nice cool shades in there. So overall condition is outstanding. And now we're going to go ahead and open all doors on the car and we're going to continue with the review of the interior. Alright, so again, to my surprise, in this very small automobile, the room in the back is amazing. Basically, you're sitting in a limo. I mean, look at this. You can probably play ball in here, you know, with your neighbor on the other side, but this thing is just so roomy, and look at my headroom. I mean, I got a foot. And it rides amazingly. It rides really, really good, and the build quality, and I would pretty sure that everybody would agree that a Subaru quality, especially of the 90s and prior, I'm not sure if anybody can beat that. The Subaru quality is top, absolutely top. Toyota would come close, but you know, they're probably run neck to neck, but Subaru was always about high precision quality, just maintenance free. You know, the automobiles that they build are extremely nice, maintenance free, you know, they'll run forever. And this example with 15,000 miles, with less than 15,000 miles, is an absolutely pristine condition. Take a look how nice the vinyl is, you know, and the original seats, and it's just nice and soft. You know, the interior is not beat by a sun, it doesn't have any fade to it, everything is perfect. And take a look how nice and soft this vinyl is. You know, it makes it all the right noises, and the ashtray in the back, nobody ever ashed in, you know, it's amazing, amazing. Now we're going to go towards the back, and we're going to show you what's going on in the back. Okay, so what's going on in the back is 32-year-old struts still hold the metal door. That's a sign of quality. And look at that, Tokiko, made in Japan. So Tokiko shocks right there. Plenty of room. Shades are, you know, I find them charming, so to say, typical JDM fashion. This is kind of a, you know, where they would cut out a little coast right there, so it has this plastic latches that would latch out behind that metal thing, but basically, you know, you can do it, you can leave it open. As you can see, everything right here is mint. Everything, the engine is underneath right there. So this would be a, just like a Porsche, this would be a rear engine car. So where would Suzuki be a front engine car, Honda would be mid engine, and this is a rear engine car. And in order to get to the engine, you can service it from the top, or you can and you can pull this lever right here, and voila. So what you see is a Subaru motor, and as you can see, it's absolutely brand new. The starter, everything, the zinc plating, a little bit of rust on the exhaust pipe, but you know, for 30, that you get on a Dodge Ram in the first week of use. So for 32 years old, this is brand new. And let's go ahead and open up the cap and take a look inside. This thing's brand new. Alright, so actually not much to show here, just to show you that this thing's brand new. That would be about it. Closes very easily, just boom, and it's closed. Now let's show you how the seats fold. Seats in the back. Basically what you do is you just lift this lever. Basically a very ancient strap right here, you just pull that out, fold it one way, and one more time. The vinyl is brand new. Whoever watches right now, and if there are Subaru enthusiasts, make sure not to have a heart attack down the road during the video. But basically you just fold it down like that, and it has this little thing right there, you know, you can, it's kind of a cargo stopper. But just take a look at the latches. Just take a look at the latches. I mean, brand new. The thing is absolutely brand spanking new. An interesting part about it, it has a cargo room underneath this metal shelf. Right now, as you can see, plenty of cargo room right under there. And now we're going to go ahead and fold this back. And now we're going to go ahead and show you what's going on up front. Alright, so one more time. With the seat in the position where you can fold the rear seats without any interference. I mean, look at my seating position. And I mean, I can recline this thing. So I can be cruising big time. Just straight on cruising. And the shift lever, typical Japanese tradition, I mean. Yeah, not much to say there. I mean, incredible, incredible. I wish all the shifters were like this, even in the modern cars, you know. Other than that, everything works, and what we have here, digital clock, a radio, air conditioning, which is extremely important for this type of a vehicle. You know, glove box, rear heater, rear windshield defroster, rear windshield wiper, that everything works, and the front fog lights. Everything's very basic. Oh, and the quartz tachometer. This is an option, by the way. If somebody knows this car, this is a top of the line trim right here. This is a top of the line trim. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and show you that all the lights on this automobile work. Now we're going to go ahead and perform a drive-off, drive-by, and a brake check. Basically, it starts extremely easily. You pull out a little bit of a choke, turn the key, and it starts. Let's go ahead and buckle up. Alright, there we go. That's a proper slap. But it's okay. So let's take a look how it does on two-wheel drive. Which basically means it does pretty well. Alright, so as you can see, it accelerates and it goes forward. Brakes are surprisingly good. So if you're not aware, just like I was, you can fly off the road, but they brake really good. Other than that, amazing automobile, collector grade. Not gonna find another one like this with air conditioning. Extremely mean paint. All the factory options you can think of. Fog lights, amazing condition rims, no mileage. Other than that, it's just absolutely stunning. I mean, this thing will steal any show. Amazing, and it's a Subaru on top of that. This is like a bonus. So other than that, there is only good things I can say about this thing, and the only thing that it needs is a new proud owner. Alright, so since the first ride, the belt's been adjusted, so all the safety measures are taken. Reach for the door. Alright, very easy. Basically turn the key, cranks right up, revs right up. Alright, so let's go ahead and take it for a spin. The tach works. First gear and off we go. Third gear accelerates very nicely. Another thing I would like to talk about is this thing has an air conditioning. Since you're not going to break any speed records, and we're not going to do that definitely now, what we're going to do is we're going to close the window up. Fifth gear right now, we're going to turn the air conditioning on. An amazing part about it is that the air conditioning is really cold. You know, you would not expect this cold air conditioning out of this little thing. It's very impressive, very impressive. So first gear, bust the speed bump. Second gear, again this is a 550cc motor, so we're not gonna break any speed records. But it cruises along just fine, you know. It rides along just fine. Brakes are really good. They are drum brakes, but if you're not careful with them, you're gonna lock them up real quick. All four of them, in fact. So now, let's go ahead across the road. I'm gonna turn the choke away. Forgot to turn the choke away, so. Alright, first gear. There we go. And on the road. Foot down with AC. And we're going. I'll tell you when it's going to be 60 miles an hour. Actually, we're not going to... No, we can. We can. Why not? Fourth gear. Air conditioning is cold. Wow, it's amazing how cold this thing is. It is really cold. Well, let's cool it down. And that's the fourth gear, and boom, into fifth. That's a top speed limiter. Top speed. We're doing about, I don't know, 50 miles an hour, 55 miles an hour right there. I'm sure there is a way to disconnect it, and I know how to disconnect it on Toyotas because I always do that. But all the cars in Japan up to, I think, 1989, they have that buzzer. But again, you know, you can drive it on the interstate, you're just going to be in the right lane. But at the end of the day, we cruise along nicely, and the buzzer comes in, but, you know, all good. Look at that. We were doing all that extra speed on 3,000 RPM or something like that. and into the left lane. There we go, off we go. Second gear. And we're passing through the traffic light and everybody's looking. It's like a cat in the hat here. Everybody's looking. The guy on the right is looking. Yep, that's right. Interesting thing about the air conditioning. The reason it's so cold is probably because it's big and ancient and it runs R12 in it. So every time it kicks in, it's like half of the power gone of the engine. You know, but it's okay. At least, you know, we're comfortable and cool in here. Look at that, we're in fourth gear. Oh no, we're in fifth gear. Fifth gear, 4,200 RPM, 80 kilometers an hour, which would come out to be about 50 or so, somewhere in that area, in that range. Alright, and another traffic light. The ride is extremely nice, very well, very tight, very stiff, handling is good. So yeah, and another long traffic light, first gear. Out of the corner, second gear, third gear. Fourth gear. Let's turn the turbo on. There we go. Immediately felt 20 horsepower kicking in the back of the seat. Boom. Now we are up to the modern speed of traffic right now. There we go. The indicator comes in. That means we're doing speed limit right now. Well, at least in the left lane. You know. Nobody's pushing us in the back, that's for sure. We're actually over the speed limit on this road. And you're probably not going to drive it on the interstate anyway. You know, this is a max speed we're doing right now. A last customer I had of mine, he bought one for his beach house because they live on the beach, and you know, they wanted something like this and they got it. So, you know, to drive around the beach town. So this is going to conclude the test drive, and we're gonna make left right into our layer. So now let's talk for a second. I'm gonna turn the air conditioning on. Yeah, it works really nice and cold, man. It's amazing how cold it is. Instantly, too. Okay, so as you can see in the video, it's not bad for two-wheel drive. It does fairly well up the hill, you know. Spin some tires, but it gets there. At the end of the day, one more time, this is a pure unobtainium for Subaru fans. 15,000 miles on a truck like this, unmolested. It's amazing. Clock, digital quartz tachometer, nice little power options, and most importantly, you know, has air conditioning and things like that. This is just very, very nice. And this is going to conclude the test drive, and one more time, all this car needs is a new proud owner.